Hello friends, welcome to Table Talk. I would like to introduce my guest today who is busy directing the next great local production, Tarzan, Mr. Logan Taylor.
Hi guys, how are you?
Thanks for being on the show today, Logan.
Of course.
Taking time out from getting sets ready and all of those
course,
things.
Absolutely.
It's getting down to the wire, I guess.
It absolutely is.
So we're looking forward to the next play you're doing. Tell us about when we can anticipate that.
Well, Tarzan hits the stage on August 3rd, and it will run August 3rd, August 4th, and there will be 2 shows on the 5th of August at the Park Theater.
Right.
So we're super excited. I mean, this is the show that I know we've been talking about it for a long time. We just never knew how we were going to accomplish it. But now we are able to do that with the help of the Park Theater Group. Dream Reality Group partnered with them, and they said, "Are you ready for this challenge?" And I said, "Sure, are you ready for this challenge?" But this show has exceeded all of my expectations. It is epic. I mean, for lack of a better word.
Right. Well, I could imagine because of all of the acrobatics and things like that that goes along when you think of Tarzan swinging through the jungle and things like that. So I'm sure we'll have to use a little bit of imagination, but you guys are stepping it up as far as that stuff goes.
Yeah, I mean, we have a company coming down from Chicago called Vertigo, and they are doing all of our flying effects. So, you know, when Tarzan swings through the jungle, they're handling all of that. So we've got a company from Nashville coming in to do a lot of our other effects that we have. And this show just is requiring a lot more in the way of effects. And so I didn't want to go the cheap route or the,
kind of wanted to get experts to handle
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of it we can pull off ourselves, but it's good. Yeah, and there's safety involved with that too.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you put a teenager up in the scaffolding and have them swinging around, I mean that can be dangerous. And so we wanted to bring in somebody who absolutely knew what they were doing to handle that.
So this is the Disney version of Tarzan.
Phil Collins.
Okay,
yes.
So we're going to hear a lot of great music. I would think. Now this show may be a little bit different, but is the music the biggest challenge as far as the show goes?
We have, we have a great music director this time. The music is, it's always a challenge, but these kids are such phenomenal singers, and their natural instincts are so on it that it hasn't been that hard to really teach them the music. I mean, the songs are, you've got the Phil Collins songs that everybody knows, You'll Be in My Heart, Strangers Like Me. It's all these songs that everybody's familiar with. So we wanted to do them justice. But I was listening the other day to the Broadway soundtrack, and I thought, gosh, our kids sound really, really good. And, they sound as good as Broadway does. So we're excited.
Good. It's good to know that we've got kids that are capable of that.
Oh, yeah.
Locally. I'm sure they've been singing in church and things like that for years, but now they have an opportunity to really showcase their talents, I'm sure.
Right.
So tell us, we talked about the companies coming in. What are some of the other special things about the show that we have to look forward to?
Well, just whenever we came into this, my key word that I used was authenticity. So I wanted everything to be, I wanted the scenery to look very authentic. You have these huge trees that they've worked on that, frame the stage. You have these costumes that took literally hundreds of man hours to create. We have some cool makeup artists coming in to do the makeup. I mean, I just really wanted to pay attention to all the little nuances that a show like this could have. And there are so many things with lighting and stuff that we're doing differently. I mean, everything about it's a challenge for us in a good way. But I can say with certainty that this show will be unlike anything that McMinnville has ever seen.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be amazing with the background and all the swinging and everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. So tell us, Tarzan's got some really iconic characters in it. Tell us about some of those, who's playing some of those roles.
Well, our Tarzan is played by Luke Nefrata, who is actually Troy Bolton in High School Musical. He's really, really talented and great. Our Kala is played by, she's Tarzan's ape mother. She's played by Anna Knipe, who is just a powerhouse vocalist. And then we're introducing Savannah Sailors, who's been in a couple of our other shows as more of a supporting role, but this is her first lead role as Jane. We've got a guy who plays Kerchak, who is the mean ape father. I wouldn't call him mean, but he's very strong, and he is coming in from Murfreesboro. His name is Noah Brady. But it's just, the cast is made up of really just talented people. I mean, and they're a joy to work with. You know, when you get a group of teenagers together and say, okay, we're going to work for the next 8 weeks, and we're going to work 4 days a week for 4 hours a day, they think, you know, most teenagers would scoff at that. Not these kids. They're so hardworking. They're so dedicated. And they get the job done. And that, I mean, they're up for a challenge. Nobody ever says, you know, I can't do that. We don't believe in that in Dream Reality.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us about the roles that you have for the younger children, or children that go to the plays and they're sitting there watching it thinking, I want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We, you know, we take children who are ages 9 and up, and they are really, it's a lot of fun to work with these little guys who are almost fans of these older kids. You know, they just look up to them so much. And we have a lot of supporting monkey roles. There's a lot of monkeys in this show. There are some other mystical creatures that we have in the jungle who are who get to be played by some of these little guys who just want to be on stage so badly they can't stand it. And we also have a couple younger roles that are leads. Young Tarzan and young Turk. Young Turk is played by Kerrigan Smith. Young Tarzan is played by Gabe Nefrata, who is actually Luke's younger brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's funny how that works.
Well, I noticed when we filmed our Community Insider a few weeks when you were doing High School Musical, we were backstage, and like you said, the younger kids were belting out those tunes. As the leads were on stage singing them, you could see future stars. We were in the presence of future stars, because they really get into the show and look up to those main characters and the people playing them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're, you know, I remember when I did theater when I was 10 years old, you know, the star of the show you just look up to, and I think that's a really beautiful thing that we're doing.
It is, and all of the older kids seem to be great role models and really take the younger ones under their wing. I could really feel a sense of that being there.
Yes.
So I noticed on social media you have stepped up all of that. You've got some little commercials out there, and that's something new for you. Well,
you know, I think what's been a key proponent to Dream Reality's success since the beginning has been our social media presence. You know, I remember when I moved here and nobody had a clue who I was or what we were doing, and I just popped a little thing online and for Little Mermaid, and that was 2.5 years ago. You know, but social media has been a great way to promote our shows. We've got some cool commercials, we've got some cool promo photos out, and we're really just trying to push that to expose everybody to this awesome show, because it truly, if you don't want to come see it because of how awesome it is, come see it because of all the hard work everybody's put in. I mean, my crew and my cast has worked so incredibly hard, and it's just, it's worth it.
Takes a team, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell us, for those who aren't on social media, how we can get tickets to the event.
You can either, if you are online, you can go to parktheatermcminnville.com, or if you want to call the Park Theater during their scheduled business hours, you can call 931-506-2787.
And what's the rate for the tickets?
Tickets are $18 for adults, and they're $14 for children.
Okay, all right. And I guess with school being out, you don't have any school groups coming this year.
We don't have any school shows, but the fall show, we will have some school shows.
So it sounds like you've got some exciting things in the works for the fall.
We have some very spooky and cool things for Halloween this year.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We've learned a lot about the show, and your schedule is so busy. We appreciate you working with us on that.
Absolutely.
So thanks for being, that's it, you know, for today's Table Talk. We hope you enjoyed the show. See you next week for more Table Talk.